It's pizza day. But today we're making keto pizza so that when your kids have the frozen pizza, like mine do, you can have something healthy. It's delicious, it's keto, it's pretty easy to make. So come along for the ride and I'll show you how to make it. You can make this when your kids have regular pizza, like my kids will have the frozen pizza because that's cheaper than buying pizza. But you know, when I want to be healthier and eat low carb, I make this pizza. I'm gonna make the pizza crust ahead of time right now because I'm off. And then we're gonna top it tonight together, so I'll show you that. So let's get into it. Okay, but before I start that, I'm gonna start my crock pot to make some creamy ranch chicken, shredded chicken. And I'm gonna add some of this riced cauliflower. It's frozen. I'm just gonna put it right on top, and that way when I mix it all together and make it shredded, it'll have vegetables in it, so it's like a win-win. So this meal is a keto crock-pot meal, and it's super easy. I've talked about it before on my vlogs, and so I'm just gonna show you. I'm gonna pretty much dump everything in and start it on high. So here you go. Ah, I forgot the most important part. Guys, this is the life changer. So I'm gonna take that back out, put this in, and then I'll wash it after I use it. Actually, let me just wash it right now. Okay, that's on high, so let's get to the pizza now. Okay, here's what you're gonna need. Some ground chicken, okay, that is like that. Not like shredded like you did it in the stand mixer or anything like that. You need to get the ground, some mozzarella cheese, and some Parmesan. Shredded Parmesan is better, you know, like more of the real kind, but all we have right now is this shaker Parmesan cheese, so we're gonna use it because I really want pizza tonight. For the sauces, we're gonna do two different types. Brandon usually does a non-tomato sauce because of stomach acid issues and stuff, so he'll do a cream sauce, which I'll show you tonight when we top them. But I'm gonna make a red sauce in our Vitamix, which is the best blender ever and totally worth it. I'm gonna link it down below in case you're interested, but I'm gonna use tomato sauce and diced tomatoes, mix it in here. Also, for health reasons, gonna add some cauliflower, probably also some frozen carrots to add a little sweetness, and some more vegetables and some seasonings and whatever else I can find, basically. Sometimes I add some greens from the freezer also, because then you can mix it all in and no one is any the wiser. Like the kids will be like, oh, this is great. So if they have a piece, which we usually let them have a piece because we want them to also like healthy foods, not just like the processed pizza, but whenever they want to try stuff, we want to enable them to do that because then it opens up their palates and you know, it's just good for the kids. So I'm gonna try to defrost this in time and cook a tray of bacon so that we can use that as toppings too. We do not have pepperoni, sad face. So I'm gonna find out whatever else we have in the fridge. We've got cilantro, diced red onions, the bacon, some other random stuff, and that'll be good for toppings, and it's gonna be delicious. Okay, let me show you how I roll it out and mix it all together. And preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Look at these giant avocados. These are Florida avocados from my parents' tree in their backyard. They're huge. They're like massive. When we have a house and we have a yard, they have a tree for us to plant, and so that's very exciting because we want to do some fruit trees and things that grow well in Florida. So I really want to buy a house, but we want to be wise with our money, and right now it's just not wise for us. But anyways, that's a side note. Wow, we really need new pans, but these are the two biggest pans I have, so we're gonna do one on each. And key is parchment paper. You need parchment paper. So let's put the parchment paper on and then get a bowl to mix everything in. I have 1 pound of ground chicken, so that's going in the bowl, and then I'm gonna do a handful of mozzarella and probably about equal amount of the Parmesan cheese. Let's do it. And I'm gonna season it kind of Italian, so if I had a complete mix, I would just throw that in, but I have to mix my own. So I've got onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper, oregano, and basil. Okay, mix it all together. Divide it into half, 2 different pieces, so I can put 1 on each pan. And I have an extra parchment paper because I'm going to put it on top and then smush it down to be as thin but as even as possible. I mean, I've tried to use like a rolling thing, but I don't know, my hands just work better because I can feel it. So you want to get it as thin as possible, but also like even, so that when you pick it up, obviously you don't have big holes in your pizza crust. So let's do that. Let me show you what the pizza looks like and how thin it is. I accidentally heated the oven to 425, so now I have the door open so that it can like let out heat to cool down to 400 so I can put these in. But basically we're gonna pre-cook these for like 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes. Because I just realized I couldn't read my own writing and it's supposed to be in there for 20 minutes, not 10. Keep an eye on it. When it gets to be a little bit golden brown is when you want to take it out, because then you're going to put it back in when you top it with stuff, but I'm going to actually leave them out and then put them in the refrigerator for a few hours until it's dinner time tonight. And I've actually made them and then put them in the freezer and then taken them back out, and it worked out really well. I mean, the only thing is you have to keep them flat, so obviously, like if you don't have a lot of room or a place to like put them flat so they don't break, then it could be hard. But I mean, it worked well. It tasted fine and the texture was fine and it defrosted fine. So it's an option. Okay, I think it's ready. If you make this, tag us on Instagram at OFB Social, because we love seeing how our videos impact you guys. Like, that's why we're here. We want to make a difference and we want to help you guys. Whether it's just making dinner, helping you in your marriage, helping you to budget better, that's what we want to do because we want to do it together. Remember, life is better together. Life is better together, for real. I need a drink. Guess what I'm gonna get? You know we're obsessed with all sparkling water. If you've watched us before, if you haven't watched us before, and you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell up to all so you don't miss when we post new videos, which is every Tuesday and Friday. But we love sparkling water, and it's better than soda, right? I mean, listen, we're responsible, we budget for it, and when we don't have the money, we don't buy it. But it's just so good. Also, these straws are linked in our Amazon shop, which I will link down in the description box. made a lot because I used the 2 cans, which, you know, it's not like we're gonna use all of this, but I can freeze the extra and it'll be fine. So, taste test. That's pretty good. Definitely will be using that. And no one's gonna know it has vegetables in it. Ah. Okay, now we're waiting for the chicken crust. I'm gonna put this in a jar for tonight. Trusty mason jars, which we use for everything. But if you have mason jars and you put stuff in it, you really need the funnel. This is also linked in our Amazon shop. Homemade tomato pizza sauce. No sugar, very healthy because it has vegetables and from scratch, but it was so easy. Literally, we just dumped everything in the Vitamix. So, try it. This is making me so hungry because it's lunchtime and I gotta find something to eat. Stop. Okay, 20 is the magic number. Here's what it looks like. You can see it's a little golden brown. You can see here how much it shrinks up as you cook it, which is fine. I mean, but just keep it in mind. That's how you want it to look. That's more how you want it to look. A little bit of golden brown. So I'm gonna let that cool. Put it in the fridge for a few hours and then take it out before dinner. So I will show you when we top it. It might be a little crazy because then the kids will be home and it'll be, I mean, not as chaotic as if we had a really big family, but you know, with just 4 of us, it still gets pretty crazy. You know, we're trying to do it super quick because it's dinner time, bath time, book time, bedtime. So it's a rush against the clock. But we're gonna do that tonight. So see you in 3, 2, 1. All right, we are home. Brielle is with me. Benjamin and Brandon are fishing for a few minutes behind our house. And once the bacon tray is done, we're gonna put out all of the toppings and sauces and the chicken pizza crust, and we're gonna put stuff on it. Okay, we've got the tomato sauce I made. We've got this kale pesto. We've got this basil pesto, onions, cilantro, some ham, cheese, mozzarella cheese, Parmesan cheese, and a whole tray of bacon that I took off. So let's assemble. Assemble. Put together. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is Brandon's pizza, which he topped with red onion, bacon, ham, cheese, multiple cheeses, and mine has cilantro and much of the same. Going in the preheated oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. You just need to do it long enough for everything to melt. Whoa!
Got that on camera?
That
Nice.
And just be careful that the parchment paper does not touch the heating elements if you broil it at the end. That's all that happened. It doesn't normally happen. Just be careful. Look at these finished beauties. Oh my gosh, I can't even wait for you to see how yummy it is when I eat it. Look, this slices like a normal pizza. You could use one of those pizza roller things. We just don't have one anymore because I decluttered it. But look, holds together just fine.
Holds together, that's my point here. Just like a crust if you get it good and crispy. Brielle, hi. Brielle, come here.
Moment of truth. That's good. The cilantro on here is really good, actually. Normally I just keep it simple with pepperoni and cheese and some spices, but the cilantro and the bacon,
How's it hold together?
It's good.
I hear that crunch.
Mm-hmm. Nice and crunchy, crispy. Listen, this is a win, okay? Win. Make it. And when you make it, make sure you tag us on Instagram, like I said earlier, OFB Social. If you like this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up. And to see more videos we made, click right down here and here. And subscribe right here. And thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon and YouTube channel membership. You guys are helping to make this happen, and we love getting to know you. Until we meet again, don't forget, life is better together.
We out, blow kisses. Bye-bye.